We're here at Fairweather Farm, and today we're talking about washing kale. So we're going to do another video. Once I get that up, there'll be a link for how to harvest it. But one of the keys for washing is that you've got a fresh cut on your stem, and then you've got a full dunk bin of ice cold water. And it's very important that when you go into the water, you go with the butt end of the kale into the water first, and then the head after, and then back up. You don't want to go head first because you'll break the leaves. If you put a tension or pressure from the water on the leaves, those will snap. So tail first, into the water, and ideally you want to let the kale sit in that cold water for a few minutes, because two things are going to happen. One, the cold water is going to cause hydrocooling. So that is basically going to give a cold shock to the kale, because the leaves are actually still alive even though they've been separated from the root. And this is going to cause the leaves to seal in their moisture, and they're going to store for much longer this way. So I'm going to put all the kale bunches in this water, let it sit for a few minutes, 2 to 5 minutes. You don't want to sit it in there for too long. And the other thing that is occurring is that we're washing the kale. So it's going to be clean, and as well, because we've got a fresh cut stem on the base, this is going to be able to absorb some water from the dunk tank, and it will be able to regenerate itself. So that's why, like, when you get your kale at home, if you put it in like a vase of water, it'll store better. Sometimes you'll see people even selling this at different farmers market stands, and they'll have it in some water so that the leaves can continue to drink. So after the kale has soaked for a few minutes, I'm gonna take it here and just sit them out to dry. The other important thing is our wash station is outdoors, but it's in the shade. So ideally you want to be washing in the shade, and also while you're harvesting in the field, ideally you want to protect your kale from the sunlight as much as you can. So harvesting first thing early in the morning is ideal. So we'll let that sit for a minute or two so you see that the drip dropping has stopped, and then we'll get it straight to the